everyone, today we are going to configure the trunk and set up the VTP modes to the switch. Now for this, let us first take a switch, that is 2960 switch, and let us take another switch and let us connect them. Now we are going to configure the trunk link. For that we have to go to the CLI of the switch, enter. Let us go to the global configuration mode, and we have to check that it is connected with the fast Ethernet 0/1. So interface fast Ethernet 0/1, no shutdown. Switch port mode trunk, and now we can see that the trunk link is up. And if we configure a trunk link to one switch, it on the another switch automatically comply with the trunking protocol, that is called dynamic trunking protocol. This is how we configure the trunk link. So if we go to the privilege mode and show interfaces trunk, now we can see that the trunking protocol is up and the encapsulation protocol is at 802.1q. so the trunking protocol is on. And now if you go to the another switch, this is the switch, second switch, enable, and if we check that show interfaces trunk, then we can see that the trunking protocol is up. And now this is how we configure trunk link. And after configuring the trunk link, we should set up the VTP modes. VTP is a consistent VLAN configuration across all switches in the network. So let us take one more switch, 2960 switch, and connect them fast Ethernet 0/2 to fast Ethernet 0/1. This VTP, it shows an accurate tracking and monitoring of the VLAN. So it also shows the dynamic updates of newly added VLANs to all switches in the VTP domain. So in the VTP modes, we have three modes, that is server mode, client mode, transparent mode, and client mode. Transparent and client mode. So in the server mode, we can create, delete, and modify VLAN, can only sync with newly added server switch. So this is how a server switch works. And in case for the transparent switch, it creates and deletes and modify VLAN locally only, as it is an individual switch. It behaves like an individual switch. And in the client switch, it does not create, delete, and modify. It only syncs from the server switch. So let us configure the trunk link, that is configure terminal, that is global configuration mode, and let us set the interface fast Ethernet 0/2 switch port mode trunk. We are configuring the trunk link, and now the trunk link is up. So if we check show interfaces trunk, and now the trunk link is up. And if we go to this switch, enable, config, let us check the trunk link first. So interfaces trunk, here no trunk link has been configured. It is configuring. This is called update timer. Now if we check again, yes, we can see that the trunk link is up and its mode is auto. And let us go to the server switch, and now we are going to change the host name. So going to the global configuration mode, host name server, and then let us set the VTP mode here, VTP domain Cisco, and let us give the password, VTP password Cisco, and we have to use VTP version 2 because of the encryption. In VTP version 1 we do not have the encryption, but in VTP version 2 we have the encryption. And if we take VTP version 3, which supports a multiple spanning tree protocol, and it supports the extended VLAN range of 1006 to 4094 switch VLAN range, and it has an improved VTP authentication. VTP mode server, enter. Now let us go to another switch, that is the transparent switch. Configure terminal, let us change the host name. Host name is transparent. Now let us set the VTP mode, VTP domain Cisco, VTP password Cisco, and now VTP version, VTP version 2, VTP mode transparent XG. And now let us go to the client switch, configure terminal, let us change the hostname first, hostname client, and now let us set the VTP domain Cisco, VTP password Cisco, and then VTP version 2, VTP mode client. So we have set the VTP modes. So if we go for the server switch, we can see that by default every switch is a server switch. It comes as a server switch, but VLAN created on the server switch automatically replicate to the client switch. This is how we are going to see how does it replicates, how does the client switch behave. And in case for the transparent switch will never take orders from anyone. It will be independent, and VLAN created in the transparent switch will not replicate or copy. So let us go to the server switch, and if we check, so VLAN, here we can see that we have not created any VLAN. And if we go to the transparent switch, so VLAN, here also we can see that no VLAN had been created. And if we go to the client switch and show VLAN, and here we can see that no VLAN has been created. So let us go to the server switch and create some VLAN. So global configuration mode, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, and so on we can give, but let us check. So VLAN, and now we can see that we have created 3 VLANs to the server switch. And now let us go to the transparent switch and tap. As we have been seeing that the transparent switch behaves as an individual that does not take any order or does not replicate any VLAN. So let us go to the client switch and check. If we check show VLAN, so in the client switch we can see that the VLANs has been replicated from the server switch to the client switch, and this is how the VTP operation works. The VTP client mode only syncs from the server switch, and it has been synced from the server switch that we have created the VLAN, and it has replicated to the client switch, and this is how the VTP, that is VLAN Trunking Protocol, works. Thank you.